Sorry to be predictable, but get a bit of team news if we can to start with. Martin Odegaard available?
Hopefully, yes. We have another training session today, but he's been progressing well, and hopefully he will be available.
So he picked up a concussion, is that right?
Yeah.
Against Newcastle. So you've just been following protocols?
Yes, because we didn't know obviously how many days, depends on certain things, and at the end he got more delayed than we wanted, but we have to protect the player.
Gabriel Jesus played for Brazil.
Yeah.
Obviously he wasn't ready for the Burnley game, but is now available?
Well, he is available. He played 96, 97 minutes in a really competitive match. So, yeah, we have, as I said, another session. They had a long flight, and I have to see the condition of every single player to make the final call on the lineup.
And with Ben White, he trained away from the others yesterday in the gym. What about him?
Again, hopefully if he is able to train today, he will be eligible to play, but it's a question mark to be resolved in the next few hours.
So they're all racing to be in contention?
Again, yes.
We do know, I guess we can assume that Aaron Ramsdale will start in goal.
Yeah.
How is he around the place when he knows for sure that he's going to be starting a Premier League game? Do you see a difference in his mood?
No, I think every player is willing to play, obviously, and they are all excited to play. And when a player, I think they are always expecting to play, and sometimes we disappoint the day before or a few hours before the match, but every player is willing to play.
If he has an amazing game, saved a couple of penalties, is involved in an assist, he's still probably not going to play on Wednesday though, right?
Hopefully he doesn't need to stop 2 penalties, and he does have an amazing game.
And just quickly, before we move on, Jurriën Timber obviously had a terrible start in the dream move to Arsenal. How is he has he managed to integrate into the club? How is he around the place?
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. You talk to anybody in that building, everybody that gets close to him, it's a really special character. We've been really impressed when we sign him, because sometimes when you see the player live in your environment, training and playing, we went, wow, we have an incredible player. But then that player had a big setback and a really difficult moment to go through, and he's been really special in the way he has handled the situation. Really special.
It's been suggested to me, I hope I'm not giving anything away, that we might see him out on the grass at some point soon.
Well, I hope so. You know, doing what kind of activity, that's something very different. He's been for a few walks as well on the field, but that's still a bit far from competing, but he's in a good place.
Gordon Gate, the Anthony Gordon goal, that goal. Have you managed to send your observations yet to the FA?
Yes, we have, yeah. And we will try to give our points and the reasons why, and that's not a lot more that I can comment on.
But are you happy with the way that the process has been handled?
Yeah, there is a process, and when you get asked to give your observation and explain yourself, you have to do it in the right way, and we have the mechanism and the processes in place to do that, and let's see what happens.
And it'll be your 200th game in all competitions as Arsenal manager tomorrow. I think you've won more than any other manager in Arsenal history of those 200, including Arsene Wenger. So how does that make you feel?
Great, really proud to reach that number in a big club is always difficult, and that means that you do have to win a lot of games, and hopefully a lot of more positive things they will come.
Another 200.
Or 300 or whatever. The most important one in our job is tomorrow. That's the only thing that matters.
Go to Becky from the Premier League.
Mikel, going to Brentford, always a tough place to go, but you seem to have more success than perhaps other Premier League clubs and managers. What do you see that others don't when you go there?
Well, depending how you look at it, because 2 years ago we had a really tough start to the campaign. We learned from that. It's a really tough opponent, really difficult place to be. You look at the stats, and as you said, all the clubs going there, they make it extremely difficult. They are really effective, really well coached, and it will be a tough match tomorrow.
I know you're telling me you're not bothered about the top of the table, but will you have the Man City-Liverpool game maybe on in the morning, the team bus on the way over?
We'll watch the games, that's for sure, because we're interested in the league and be always on top of everything, but we have to focus on us.
And just a word on Thomas Frank, what he sort of managed to create at Brentford with the culture and the playing style. What are your thoughts on that?
With Thomas, with the coaching staff, with